Hi there. Some people think that there is no room for creativity in academic writing. But even for people who write every day, no matter what their field, sometimes writing can become a chore and we get stuck. Today we're going to look at 7 creative habits that can help you shake things up a bit and think outside the box more as you tackle your academic projects. Academic writing might appear to be stiff and dull and anything but creative, but don't let that fool you. Good academic writing thrives on creativity. Writing of any kind doesn't just happen. You have to nurture it with solid habits. Start by planting the seed, and then nurture it by showering it with different kinds of attention. As you play with a variety of approaches, you'll see your writing sprout and blossom into something vibrant and new. But remember, you have to nurture it and tend it with some good creative habits. So the first thing you need to do is explore the ridiculous. Let your mind wander through any crazy element of your topic, whether it makes sense or not. And here's the key. There are no rules. An excellent way to start exploring is to free write. Write your topic at the top of your paper and then just start writing whatever comes to mind. And I mean anything, no matter how off topic it seems to go. You don't have to write in complete sentences. You don't have to spell everything correctly or even use proper grammar. Just get those ideas out there however they pop into your brain. If you look at this sample, you'll see single words, questions, slang, all kinds of information. It doesn't matter what it looks like. And if you do want to give it a little bit of structure, you can set a timer for 5 or 10 or 15 minutes. But again, you don't have to do that because remember, there are no rules. Mind mapping is another approach you can use to explore the ridiculous. This example seems a little more formal, but it doesn't have to be. Just write your topic in the middle of the page and then start writing whatever comes to mind. Then you can start drawing lines to link topics that seem to be related to each other. This approach not only helps you get your ideas out there, but it also helps you find the organization among those smaller topics. And remember, you may link some topics up, but you can always change how those things are linked. No line is carved in stone. Just let it happen however it happens. Now that you have some ideas out there, you need to go further. Talk to your topic. That's right, your free writing or mind mapping may get a lot of ideas out there, but did it go far enough? So the second habit you need to cultivate is to ask questions. And there is no limit. No matter how far out it seems, every question is still worth asking. So ask as many as you can think of. This is how you get to the meat of your topic and determine what aspect is important to you and to your audience, and why. As you begin writing, don't be afraid to keep asking those questions. Writing is a process, and often your best work comes because you keep asking questions and you keep searching for those answers. Questions like these should lead you to answering the biggest question of all. So what? All those ideas don't exist in a vacuum either. Let them talk to each other. And if you're using research sources or even just getting opinions from other people, look for the relationships in those responses. That's right. Let your sources talk to each other. If two of your sources disagree, try to discover why and weigh each side. And don't forget to keep that conversation going by jumping in yourself. What do you think about what they say? Do you take it all at face value, or can you dig a little deeper? Do you have a different experience or impression, and how do these different ideas meet? As I said earlier, writing is a process. Whatever kind of writing you're doing most likely cannot, or should not, be done in one sitting. Take that conversation you're having now and journal it. And if you get stuck on an issue and you're not sure how to work it out, journal through your thought process. It can help you get some clarity and lead you to an even stronger point. Most writers eventually get stuck in the time trap. They think, oh, I can't write until I have a big block of time, so I'll just do it later. They procrastinate, convinced that eventually they'll have that magic window of time when they can just sit down and knock it out. But time to write won't happen unless you make it happen. If you keep letting those little snippets of time slip by, you'll never have a chance to get it back. So here's creative habit number 5. Make time to write. Even if it's only 15 minutes in the morning or maybe a half hour in the afternoon, make time to write and use it. You might not keep what you wrote in that little bit of time, but you will keep building on your ideas and developing your thinking on the topic. But when time is gone, it's gone. Habit number 6, silence your inner critic. This is one of the hardest things to do. Many writers get caught up in trying to make it perfect the first time through. That can be paralyzing, and it rarely ends in perfection, no matter how hard you try. So don't waste time criticizing your work as you go. Silence that inner critic and give yourself permission to suck. That's right. And to paraphrase James Thurber, don't worry about getting it right. Just get it written. Which leads us to our last habit. Embrace revision. Before you even start that first paragraph, know that it might not live a long life. Eventually you'll come through and revise your work, maybe add to your writing. Revision is your best friend because he always has something new and interesting. He might have to get tough and take a few things away, but it's always for a good reason. So don't be afraid. Slop through that first draft and then embrace some hearty revision. You'll be glad you did. So let's review. Remember to give yourself a little time to write and explore without any rules. Ask questions, lots of questions. Don't put any limits on that, even if they sound really way out there and weird. Let your topics and sources talk to each other and find that relationship between those ideas. Journal through your process, especially if you're starting to feel a little stuck. And always make time to write. Don't wait for it to happen. And once you're writing, silence that inner critic and then embrace revision. So there you have 7 simple but creative habits that can help you not only get your academic writing done, but make it even stronger. Make these habits yours and you'll see more innovative and interesting results.